Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Natasha, I'm a full-time artist from the UK, and in this video I'm going to be sharing what I've been up to recently in the studio. I'm also excited to finally reveal the new palette I've curated for Deep Light called Storyteller, and I'll tell you about the inspiration behind the colours I've chosen. I'm also going to share 3 paintings I've made with this palette, and I've filmed the process of one of them for you as well. Yesterday I went for a walk around the garden and saw so many signs of spring, so we also have a little garden segment in this video. And lastly, I have a couple of books I'm finding particularly inspiring at the moment that I really want to share with you. So what can I tell you about this palette? I think the best way to talk to you about it is actually to read the text that I've written for Deep Light, because I feel like this describes it perfectly. Storyteller was created with nights around the fireplace in mind, with colours reminiscent of faded antique quilts and hand-stitched heirloom treasures. It was inspired by my love of folk art, a simpler way of life and the quiet of the countryside. I've chosen 15 colours for this palette. They're soft, muted and earthy, with many of them possessing the beautiful granulating texture I so enjoy using in my art. We've also developed 2 new colours directly influenced by autumn, my favourite season due to the wonderful sense of mellow nostalgia it evokes. Pumpkin is a natural granulating orange and gourd is a muted greyish green. Both are inspired by the little roadside stalls I often encounter along the English country lanes during October, where gardeners sell their produce. I hope that the Storyteller palette will encourage you to tell your stories throughout the year. Perhaps you could see it as a way to capture your memories, with each brushstroke becoming a reminder of a day, a time, or a special place. One thing I've discovered that I love doing with new palettes is to swatch all of the colours onto separate little sheets of paper. You can then move these around into smaller colour palettes and you can see how they'll work together for paintings. I just find it such a useful way of swatching, which is why I wanted to pass on this tip to you in this video. This is the first painting I worked on using the Storyteller palette, and these paintings are often very directly inspired by my surroundings. We live in the Surrey Hills National Landscape, and so I'm surrounded by beautiful hills, fields and trees. So that definitely comes through in my work. When I was working on this painting, I chose a limited palette, so I think I chose 7 colours in the end, and I have swatches of them which I'm going to show you in a moment, but I think there were 7, and I just concentrated on making the coziest, warmest, most autumnal painting I possibly could. As I mentioned before, it is my favourite season, so I never tire of painting it. And these granulating colours just look so good next to each other. So here's the finished painting with the colour swatches I used in this painting. And you can see pumpkin and gourd are in there. They work so well together. And I'm really thrilled with just how accurately Deep Light were able to create the colours I wanted for this palette. Pumpkin is a granulating orange and it just gives a really nice texture. It's vibrant, but it also feels still quite natural. And gourd, being this lovely soft greyish green, just works so well with it. So I did what I usually do, and I worked in watercolour and gouache. So this is the way I tend to work. I'll use watercolour for most of the painting, and then for a few of the details where I need a more opaque watercolour, I'll go in with gouache over the top. This was the second painting I created with the Storyteller palette, and this time I wanted to paint a bird in the landscape. I actually included black in this palette. It's Mars black, so it's a really lovely granulating textured black. And it's because I use quite a lot of black in my paintings. I know that some people don't, but I really love it for a bit of drama and a bit of contrast. So I chose that one and I wanted to paint a blackbird. So that's what I'm doing here. And I decided to film the process of this one. We're focusing, you might notice, in this video more on the painting process and what I'm creating than we are on the swatches. When I was putting together this video, I did wonder whether I would sit there and swatch all of the colours for you, like I would normally do if I was introducing you to a new palette. But I decided that this time I would swatch the colours off screen and just share the swatches with you, and we can focus on the painting. The other day I posted on the community tab here on YouTube. So I wrote a post that said, can you just tell me what you would love to see on my channel? I didn't want to do a poll because I didn't want to put any ideas in anyone's heads. I wanted all of the suggestions to come from my viewers. And the overwhelming majority of you wanted to see more painting process. You also asked to see more studio vlogs, more countryside walks, more of my workspace and my home. So I'm going to try over the next few weeks and months to create more of these vlogs, more of this vlog style video where I include a little bit of everything, because this is actually my favourite video to film and it's my favourite video to watch. So if ever I go to somebody's channel and there's more of a vlog style video where they're showing a little bit of everything, a little bit of art, a little bit of life, I love it. I'm definitely there for that kind of video. So I'm hoping that you will enjoy this one. And I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy the content that I'm going to be filming for you over the next few weeks as I sort out my studio, as I put together my craft room. Those of you who've been around for a little while will probably remember the video in November of last year where I shared my new craft room and talked to you about finishing it perhaps later that month and sharing the progress of it. Well, the reason why you've seen nothing is because I haven't actually been able to get around to finishing it. It is now absolutely full of different things, so I need to clear it out. I need to finish the decorating, which Dominic so kindly started for me. He did the majority of this room, but I do need to finish a few things off. So this is next on my agenda. It's been a very difficult few months with a lot of illness, a lot of household disruption with various things going wrong, and floorboards having to be lifted up and boilers needing to be replaced. So all of the things that happen in your life that stop you from actually doing what you want to do. I've also been in one of the busiest periods of my life as well, work-wise. So the room has been put on hold, but I can't wait to get it finished and get it all set up and share it all with you. So I just wanted to say thank you to those of you who took the time to leave a comment on my post the other day on YouTube, because it's been so interesting and so helpful to hear your opinions. And funnily enough, they were aligned with what I want to do on my channel anyway. So I'm going to stop talking for a moment and just let you enjoy the process, and then I'll be back before the end of the video. Removing the tape when you finished a painting is always one of the most satisfying things. So I had to film this for you because it wouldn't be complete without this part. It's just so nice to see those white edges appearing. So this is the finished painting. It's called Welcoming the Dawn, and you can really see the correct colours here. This is why I wanted to include a photo of the finished painting rather than just a video, because I feel like these are the real colours, and you can really see that granulation as well. Beautiful paints. By the way, I'm going to leave all of the details for Deep Deep Light and my discount code in the description beneath the video. So if you place an order for anything, then please use the discount code. It doesn't have to be my palettes, and you will receive 10% off. Okay, so this is the other painting I did, and this one is based on quilt designs, like vintage quilts. I love the colour palette I chose for this one. It's meant to be springy. It kind of is a little bit autumnal, but I think if I was doing an autumn one, I might include more rusts, maybe more oranges. But I think I might be using this design as the end papers in my next zine, which I'm working on at the moment. So finally, I just wanted to share a couple of books that are really inspiring me at the moment. The first one is The Wild Dyer by Abigail Booth. Now, I bought this because I was interested in learning more about natural dyeing, and it has become a real colour inspiration book. I love flipping through it just to see the beautiful natural colours of the materials that she dyes. And also, it's just a beautifully produced book. So if you're into nature, you're into plants, I think it'd be a really interesting read. It's certainly just an inspiring book to have in the studio to flip through. And the second book is Constable's Skies. So I found this in a Waterstones the other day. So it was a total impulse purchase, and I was really attracted to the painting on the cover. But it's just so full of inspiration for painting skies in different seasons, different weathers. And skies are something that I'm getting more into painting. I'm being a little bit braver in the way I depict them recently compared to how I used to paint them. So it's very interesting for me to have this book to flip through and to see how he painted different weather conditions. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please could you give it a thumbs up, and could you hype it, because I believe that helps it to be seen by a wider audience. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you as part of the community. You can check out channel memberships. You can check out my Patreon. I'll leave links to everything below. I'll leave links to Deep Deep Light as well. But I hope this has brought you a moment of inspiration or interest, or even just relaxation. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.